Man, Florida's effed up.
Well, this guy traded the ball and chain for handcuffs. A Florida man broke into a random house and hung out there for several days to avoid going home to his angry wife.
It's one of my fears. This is one of my fears because I've set my home up in such a way that it's a man solitude. And I have friends that are like, can I just come over for it? I'm like, sorry.
Your house is like one big man cave.
Yeah, it really is. It's just a place for one single guy.
Yeah.
One single
You
man.
don't want anyone else.
No.
Polk County Sheriff's deputies were called to a home in Davenport by a neighbor who was tasked with watching over the residence while the homeowner was out of town. But then he noticed some sort of suspicious activity. When the cops walked in, the man, identified just as Joe, 44-year-old guy,
Yep.
was cooking himself dinner and had just run a luxurious bubble bath.
I know, Joe. I know, Joe. I get him.
A lot of people know Joe.
A lot of Joes out there.
We assume they say the bath temperature was just right, referencing Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Joe admitted to the cops that he did not have permission to be in the house, and he had no idea who owned the place.
No.
The 44-year-old guy justified the infraction by revealing that he had gotten into a big fight with his wife 4 days earlier and broke into this random house just so he could avoid returning home to face her wrath.
I get it. I do get it. Why don't you go run yourself a bath, Joe? Go on upstairs.
You would
run
sympathize.
yourself a bath. Here's a bath bomb.
So he couldn't
Stella
afford
bought
to
it.
check into a hotel and have a nice, relaxing couple of days.
No.
He had to break into someone's house.
Who
Joe
can do that
seems
anymore?
like a mess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Joe's not great,
Yeah.
but a lot of Joes out there.
Yeah, there's a lot of Joes.
Despite the excuse, Joe was hit with felony unarmed burglary, misdemeanor petty theft, and domestic battery charges.
Yeah, for the bath bomb and all that stuff.
He stole their bubble.
He did. I mean,
you
it's
know
ruined.
you are a cracked man when
Yes.
you're
Yeah,
in a
you're
stranger's
definitely
house
correct.
running yourself a bubble bath,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you have gone over the edge.
And I'd love to say that whoever's at home is like, oh, wow, my husband Joe just broke into a place because of how I make him feel. Maybe I should change. But you know what? No one's changing.
No.
Joe had to break. He can't even afford a hotel room.
He can't. Joe's
Joe's
not
a
great.
mess.
Stuff's not
Okay?
great, Lise.
Okay, I'm going to
Joe's
defend.
got
I'm
bills.
going to defend the wife here.
Good luck.
Come on.
Maybe she took all Joe's money, Lisa.
Maybe Joe's paying
Right.
for all the stuff.
Joe breaks into someone's home.
I would love to see Joe.
I know.
I would
they
love
just,
to see
he hasn't been
Joe.
fully identified
I
yet.
know.
You know he's a mess.
feel
I
like
guess you could react in many ways. Like the only time I may have come close to this is when Amber rear-ended me on the highway.
Yeah.
It was an
Yeah.
accident.
I know it was an accident, Lisa, but my wife still
still.
rear-ended me.
Yeah.
It's not great.
It's not great.
You got to tell the insurance company that. It's terrible, but
But I just went home and sank to the bottom of the pool
Yes.
and tried to stay there as long
Yes.
as I could.
Yep.
I could have just broke into someone else's house and had a bubble bath.
yeah.
Yeah, see, it was me that I broke my own father. When my dad had his bubble bath moment, we call it the day he went to see Hunt for Red October by himself.
Was that the first time he'd ever gone to a movie by himself?
That's the first time I've ever seen my dad go to a movie. But he had to leave because of how I was pushing all of his buttons, and we got in a big fight, and he was like, that's it. And he left.
He left.
And he watched Hunt for Red October
You know
by
what?
himself.
We got to ask guys. Guys, what was your bubble bath moment?
Yeah, because I think
What
it
made
happened.
you snap?
Temporarily, not bad.
Not bad.
Just like I gotta
go. I gotta
what'd
break
you
into
do?
someone's house and make dinner and have a bubble
Yeah,
bath.
I've got to go. And what did you go do?
Right.
That's what I want.
What was your bubble bath moment? You can chime in here. 1-855-954-6969. And Lisa will be defending the ladies
Yes,
the
I
whole
will.
way
Of
through.
course.
You can also text us
Yes.
at 46969.
We're not the best.
What made you snap and what did you do when it came to dealing with your wife? This guy broke into a stranger's house for 4 days and was busted as he was cooking dinner and had just run a bubble bath. He just had to get away for a while.
Yep.
He had to have some Joe time.
Yep. I think I took about a 4-hour walk one time.
Didn't you get out of the car somewhere?
Oh, I got right out of a car.
Yes.
No.
Yeah,
It was worse.
That was different.
It was worse. I let them get out of the car and then I drove away.
That's wild.
It was much worse.
I'm surprised
Gee.
that didn't end it right then and there.
It should
If
have.
I had left Amber at the side of the road and I
And that was
drove
before
off,
you were married,
That was before
right?
I was married. I was like, you know what? I can't listen to you tell me how to parallel park. Can you get out for a second? Just and then I just drove off. I left her with
not
one
great.
of my friends.
the comedy
really not
aspect is
great.
amazing, but the reality aspect,
Not good.
holy hell.
Yeah, there were signs. There were some signs.
There was a lot.
You just don't. Sometimes you don't. You don't.
500.
You don't look
500
at them.
signs.
You know.
I mean, I
I'm
just
just
show you
not
the
meant to
signs.
be with anyone.
No, you're not. You're not.
I'm not.
You're not.
You're not.
You're not,
I'm
man.
not.
I get it.
It's
You're hard to
fine.
be around too.
I
You got to
don't-
take some blame here,
No,
though.
I'm fine.
He's not going to take blame.
I'm fine. It's just
He
not
just
for me.
created a man cave now. And you have to
Yes.
better protect the
it.
place because
Yeah.
Joe is going to be breaking in there.
Yeah.
Maybe I guess I'm gonna have to make like an area, like a Joe area, like you can break in here, and
It's
it's
that
kind
bad.
of like cordoned off.
Have you had this moment in your marriage yet?
I don't think I've got there yet.
Oh
No.
no,
I
just
think,
wait.
and now I'm just waiting.
How many years have you been married?
6.
Oh yeah, no.
get
Almost.
Already?
You gotta hit
Almost
that
6,
seven.
yeah.
You gotta hit that
Yeah,
seven.
I know it's
almost 6.
crazy,
Wait
right?
till, maybe 7.
I'm just waiting on my bubble bath.
Yeah.
Like I know something.
Your bubble bath is coming.
Yeah, I usually
Yeah.
am the one to aggravate her more, you know?
Yes.
And I think that's
Usually
why
how
she
it
would
goes.
go on solo camping trips and
Right.
Right,
That's
so
her
that's her
bubble
bubble
bath.
bath.
Go
Yeah,
hiking
yeah. That's
and
her
that.
bubble bath.
Yeah.
Yep.
She takes the
She-
bubble
yeah.
That's
bath.
why I'll defend the lady with you, Lisa.
Yeah.
Because I've been
Yes.
the lady.
You've been the
He's
lady.
the lady.
Yeah,
I'm
you
the
know.
lady. I've driven her off.
Someone said I was so mad that I bought new curtains, and she didn't like the color. So I ripped them off the wall, curtain rods and
He
all.
bought new curtains?
He bought new curtains.
Don't
like
do that.
I know it's not
You
a guy's
bought
place.
curtains?
Probably got them real cheep, right? You probably
You should
found
see
a
the
really
curtains,
good deal.
Lise. You should see the curtains that I've
We'll
purchased.
decorate.
You have curtains?
I have curtains.
Well, I mean, he can do it in his own house, but I'm saying, like,
That's what I'm saying,
I
like,
I just
decorate.
can't
I'm in
imagine.
charge.
the first
Yeah.
thing
Of
that
the
would happen
decorating.
if a girl ever got involved
crazy.
with me, they would come inside, they'd look at my curtains, and they'd be like, "Get all
These
that
gotta
down.
go."
This is awful." Gray.
So I ripped them off the wall, he said, curtain rods and all.
Yeah,
Went to the driveway and lit them on fire.
Okay.
that's extreme.
normal
It's
reaction.
extreme. I know we get extreme.
Then I packed a backpack and moved onto my boat for 2 weeks.
Over curtains. It's so funny when you look back at fights. Sometimes
Like,
you're
what
like,
caused
that
that?
Oh, my
was so
God.
dumb.
Yes.
We fought
It's
over
so-
curtains.
It's
I
so much-
overreacted. I lit them on fire.
I know.
Oh,
To me,
Imagine
though.
seeing someone out on their lawn lighting curtains on fire. You'd be like, what are they
But
doing?
you got to sit down on my boat and talk to me because I guarantee it was 6 months. That stuff has been happening for 6 months.
That led up to the curtain
and
fire?
then the curtain fire happens. That's just a symptom.
On a regular line here, we'll go to Lee, who is in Windsor, Ontario. Lee, what was your bubble bath moment that made you snap?
A few years ago, I was down in Myrtle Beach with my girlfriend. We were on vacation, and she forgot to pack my favorite phony Rolex, and I kind of lost it on her. So
Yeah.
I left the hotel and I headed down the main strip, and this fella had stuck my thumb out, went down to the main strip with this guy in his Jeep, and we ended up getting picked to judge a wet T-shirt contest at one of the local strip clubs. And
Best start of
we were in
events
there for
ever.
a couple hours, and somehow my girlfriend managed to track us down.
Of course.
I guess because of the guy's Jeep, and she came in, and it was quite the scene when she found us sitting in the front row judging that wet T-shirt contest.
When you
But,
said the
I had to
words,
get away.
she forgot to pack my fake Rolex, Lisa gave me a look like, get the hell out of here. You get the hell out of here.
I so get it.
Yep. Listen, some of us don't feel as cool as we possibly can without our fake Rolex.
Where's my Folex? That's it. I'm going to judge a wet T-shirt contest. I'll be back.
Wow. Yep.
Guys, you're not doing us proud.
You
I
know,
gotta say, man.
Yeah, it sucks.
You're not
Like I
doing us
wanted some
proud.
really cool sounding dudes to call in and be
yeah.
like, "This is the reason to be upset at your
Right.
woman. We're totally awesome and cool and real understanding."
She
and-
forgot my fake Rolex. So I'm like, screw this. I'm going to go see some wet titties.
I was waiting, I really wanted to seem like a bunch of awesome dudes. Like, I'm an astronaut and I just got back from space and I'm cool. No, it's not how it goes.
But someone said you guys missed one word. He said my favorite fake Rolex.
Oh,
So he
favorite.
has several.
I see.
You're right.
Okay.
You're right. We did miss that. I know what I do.
Wow, this is
You find me the
intriguing.
next
Listen
day.
to this one. This is a female. She says,
I like these.
my ex-fiance found out what kind of porn I was into. He called off the wedding and moved to Alaska and went off the grid for 4 months.
What kind of porn was she into?
That's Jason has asked.
I'm
We haven't
trying to
heard
find
back
out.
yet.
Oh my
I
God.
mean, what would it
What
take?
would it be? It wouldn't
she's
be
into other
lesbian
women?
porn, right?
No.
No.
It wouldn't.
No.
What would it be?
BBC gangbang.
It's BBC gangbang.
Something like that, right?
Yeah, it's BBC
whatever.
gangbang.
I'm trying to think what would-
intimidate
we all
you
know.
guys.
What would send me to Alaska?
Yeah, what sends me to Alaska?
ton
Lesbian
of-
stuff.
a ton of
I've dealt with that.
blowjobs.
I'm still here. Lesbian stuff. I'm still here.
Yeah.
That's what
I
I'm
haven't
saying.
moved
It had to
away.
be real bad.
it attacks your ego, right?
Yes.
Like, yeah. You
Oh.
can't live up to
Oh
that.
my God.
She said it. Did
What?
you see it?
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah.
bad? Bad?
I don't even really. I kind of know what this is, but not really.
Oh.
Blow bang bukkake.
That's a joke, right?
No, it's the
No,
same
it's her.
That's her.
person.
That's
No,
her.
What
Is
is?
she-
So I know what is.
Right. So
I
like,
just said it away. Whispering it now. Bukkake.
I don't know
Yeah.
if that's a real.
so just to finish all over, just massive amounts on.
But what's blow bang?
I think just either way, like
Gangbang, but only oral.
Oh, okay.
Oral gangbang.
Yeah, there you go.
The bukkake. It's
Yeah.
usually just like
It's just the
fit,
stuff,
right? But
I
to
s-
get to that point, there's the oral.
Did we watch it on this show where someone had like almost like one of those dog protection cones on their neck, and then it was being filled?
I don't know if I saw that here.
If you don't recall it, then it didn't happen.
Okay.
I think that's on his own time.
Yes. No. Yes, we did. We did watch it here.
Probably
no,
we did.
Watch
Yeah.
a bowl of
No,
bukkake
no.
at his own time.
We're not
watched
ready
dog
for
bowl
it.
bukkake for sure.
There's the Super Bowl and there's the bukkake
Listen,
bowl.
you're not ready for your lady to like that. I'll tell you that right now.
I mean, you get it.
You get his
Alaska,
aspect of
moving
it.
to
I'm out
Alaska.
of here. Yeah.
Because I mean,
You are engaged to be married.
like I know stuff is fantasy, right? I know stuff is fantasy,
But you're
at
engaged
the
to be
same
married.
time, I'm like, but really, somewhere down there, somewhere inside,
But you say that you watch things and you wouldn't act them out or wouldn't be. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, I know,
it's
I
just say
know,
it's a
yeah,
fantasy
I know,
thing.
I know. Guys are fragile egos, though.
Right.
It's
That's
just
it.
so hard to
They're
deal with.
incredibly
Standard.
fragile.
So hard to deal with.
Alaska's pretty bad.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, I guess you could just be bukkake with the dog bowl, a dog cone or whatever.
Yeah.
I'd stay.
Yeah.
Alaska, I'm not making it in Alaska.
Alaska,
no.
you ever
I'm
think
not.
that? You have to
Not
think
What am
every
I
guy.
doing? Dog
Yeah.
sledding?
No, not
No,
all of
I
us
can't make it
guys.
in the woods here.
No.
Bears and
None
all
of
that.
us moved to Alaska.
No,
we
no.
choose a different place.
No.
And one more here. This just
Somewhere
happened
out there.
within the past hour. My wife literally hit my car backing out of the driveway this morning.
Oh God.
I am currently on my way to work figuring out my bubble bath plan.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
would make you upset.
I can't go home.
Inconvenient,
Can't
that is
go
for
home.
sure.
I can't go
Oh
home.
my God. No.
What am I doing? Been there,
Yep.
man. Been there.
Yeah.
I know how you feel, brother.
Dave does. Dave does.
Go swim at the bottom of the pool. For
That's
a little
it.
while.
Dave was like, I'm either gonna drown here or I'm gonna figure stuff out. And you're here.
And
You
I
figured it out.
I figured
You
it
figured
out.
it out.
I just
Yeah.
took
You
some
didn't
time
breathe. You didn't breathe in the water.
in complete water silence
Yeah.
to gather my
Not bad.
thoughts.
Not bad.